the pagan celebration of Imbolc.
In this video we explain what it is and how to celebrate. Don't forget to stick around to the end for our power tip, which is going to help bring the energies of the celebration into your home or working space. Hello, I'm Max Raven.
And I'm Cassandra Raven. Together we have over 30 years experience in the occult, witchcraft and magic.
We share insight, knowledge, advice and lifestyle tips to make your magic go further and add potency to your work.
Imbolc, or Imbolc, is a Gaelic festival marking the beginning of spring. It's held on the 1st of February, halfway between the winter solstice Yule and the springtime equinox Ostara.
It's a nice time to have something to celebrate in what can be a rather cold and dull time of the year, especially here in the winter.
Imbolc was widely observed throughout Ireland, Scotland and the Isle of Man. It's mentioned in early Irish literature and there's evidence suggesting it was an important date in ancient times.
The date has been of significance since the Neolithic period, this being the late Stone Age, sometime between 9000 BC and 3000 BC. Some patches tombs in Ireland are aligned with sunrise at the times of Imbolc and Samhain.
Magically, at this time we look towards new starts. The first swirlings of spring mark this festival as the days begin to get longer and the earth is warmed by the returning sun.
The mother goddess Bridget is celebrated upon this day in her guise as the waiting bride of the youthful sun god, who is now beginning his return.
In this form, her correspondences are fertility, creative inspiration, medicine, protection, healing, and she's a guardian of children.
Keep these keywords in mind when performing magic relating to Imbolc.
At this time, magic using candles is often practiced. This is an act of ritually lighting a fire to encourage the returning sunlight.
In Anglo-Celtic cultures, one of the most popular of these candle lighting customs was to have a young woman representing the Virgin Goddess enter the ritual area carrying a circle of lit candles. This, in essence, is a lit sunwheel, a symbol of the sun's transition through the year.
A tradition for this time is to conduct divination for the year ahead. One such tradition comes from Scotland, where family members throw salt into the hearth fire. Each member interprets the ensuing pops, fizzes and cracks as the answers to their questions.
Another method can be performed at this time. This would be dripping melted wax into water. The participants would interpret the shapes of the melted wax as the answers to their questions.
The use of candles in divination ties in nicely to the themes of Candlemas, a Christian celebration held on the same day.
Coming up, we have a power tip showing you how to create a fantastic loose incense to burn during the festival of Imbolc.
Before we start, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any questions, please comment below.
Now, let's make some magic. This is our power tip. We're going to show you how to make a fantastic loose incense that you can burn on your altar during the festival of Imbolc. Each one of these herbs has been chosen with those key phrases in mind that we mentioned earlier. On my right, we have 3 herbs to represent the moon or the goddess, and on my left, we have 3 herbs to represent the god. Each one of these is going to be added to this pestle and mortar here and ground up into a fine powder which can be burned on hot coals, in your fireplace, or even sprinkled onto a candle is a nice way of burning it if you haven't got a fire or a charcoal disc burner. To go through them, we have corn flour. Here we're using the blue variety. Adds a lovely splash of colour to anything you're making. We're using pontifical, for example. Here we have some storax, which is the main ingredient that we're using it for. We also have jasmine, beautiful smell. We have frankincense, which most people should be familiar if you've ever come across things like churches or anything like that, is that wonderful smell that they burn during Mass. We have carnation, which has got some fantastic colour and adds some great power. Then allspice, which is that wonderful, sweet, spicy smell, very much like Christmas. This is from the goddess side. This is called jasmine. Its common name is the Queen of the Night and its key planet is the moon. We've chosen it because it has the abilities of prophetic dreams, psychic awareness, love and wealth. Love being one of the key ones here. Next, we have cornflower. Its lovely common name is bachelor's button. We've chosen this because it has abundance, love, psychic awareness again, and creative growth, hitting that creative inspiration key word. This is Pontifical. This is actually a blend of some various different resins, but the main one we're choosing from this is the Storax, not to be confused with Styrax, which some of you might come across, which is actually a different resin altogether called benzoin. Storax has the abilities of protection, spirituality and astral travel, protection being the key one that we're using it for. Moving over to the solar or sun side, we're going to start off with allspice. This is also known as Jamaican pepper, and this has some fantastic male energy. It's also good for luck, determination and obtaining treasures. This is quite a common one that you may have come across before. This is frankincense. Very, very well associated with the sun. It's used for purification, successful ventures, and the manifestation of will. This is carnation. Fantastic common name for this herb is sops in wine. Again, a solar herb or solar flower. It's used for healing and protection. So again, hitting those other words that we've chosen them for. First herb into the pot is allspice. Next, we're going to add frankincense. This is already starting to smell absolutely lovely. We're moving over to the moon side to add in the Pontifical. And remember, this is the Storax that we're looking to use. Next, we're going to add the carnation. And this one, we're going to pull apart before we start grinding it. Then, bachelor's button or cornflower. And finally, jasmine. You'll tend to find that flowers break down much, much faster.